Today we're going to do a piece of work based on Aboriginal bark painting. Aboriginals are the native people of Australia. They're very classic design to their work. It's very earthy colours, lots of dots within their work and different sorts of lines. Some just single lines, or somewhere it's called cross hatching, where they go over each other and make like a tic-tac-toe board. Really bold, really stands out. And we're going obviously a lot bigger. What we're going to need for this piece are markers in our earth colours. So I've got yellows, oranges, reds, blacks, browns. I've also got some white chalk. You can use pavement chalk, or maybe you've got oil pastels, or maybe you've got a white wax crayon. See what you've got available. You need things to draw around. I've got just a big plastic cup, and I've brought a belt to help us draw a squiggly line. And the main thing you're going to need for our paper is a paper bag. So let's just move some things out the way so that we can start. So first thing we're going to do with our paper bag is flatten it out and get a long piece of paper. So you're going to take the handles off, just pulling them off on both sides. And then you are going to cut. You will find that somewhere on there there's a seam where the paper joins. So you're going to cut along the seam and then cut all the way around the bottom of your paper bag so that you'll get a nice flat piece of paper. And when you've done that, you'll get a piece of paper that looks something like this. If you have an adult that can help you, they might like to iron the piece of paper flat so it's easier to work on, but if not, don't worry, it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do first of all is draw our snake, and we need to make it nice and large. So what you're going to use, or what might help you if you're not very confident about drawing a squiggly snake, I've got a belt here. It's just a leather belt, and I'm going to use this as a sort of guide to make it a little bit sort of squiggly. It's up to you. So play around with it, get the shape that you want, and then all you're going to do is use it to draw up against. I'm using like a black pencil just so you can see it a little bit more. And then maybe you can just draw it freehand, or maybe you're going to do a line next to it just to get your squiggly line. Make it nice and big. With the head, I've sort of almost done like a rhombus, sort of a bit curly. And then we've got lots and lots of these spaces. So we're going to use our plastic cup just to draw some ideas of some circles, filling up all the space that you've got to work in. I'm doing circles like that. He looks like he's slithering round to make it look like he's going through a maze. And then I'd start thinking about using my markers. So you can outline your snake so it really stands out. Think about actually doing the whole piece. Maybe you're going to put a pattern on your snake. There's lots of black within the design, so maybe he's going to have stripes and you're going to fill them in all the way along. Or maybe he's going to have spots. Decide what you want on your snake. Maybe I'm going to have a mix of both. I'm going to have a repeat pattern so that I can tell what's going to happen next. you can use your white. Now, I used a white chalk because I found that it really made things stand out, so you can help to outline things. Maybe you're going to put some in your shapes or around them. You can use your pens of different colours. You can think about putting different sort of lines in your snake. Maybe this one's going to have them going that way. Maybe you're going to have line. You can just play around, experiment with all the different sort of lines you can think of. But fill up the whole of the space. Don't leave anything empty. You can go back on and put things inside if you like. Fill up the whole of your snake. Maybe you're going to give him eyes. Maybe you're going to do something in the head. And then you've got these circles. So maybe you're going to put circles inside there and colour them in with the chalk. Maybe you're going to have dots going round. There isn't a definite plan to this, so you have to decide what you want to do to fill up the whole of this area. Maybe I'm going to have shorter lines just to make it look like it's going all the way out. The whole piece should be covered with big, bold lines, something that really, really stands out, and dots within that. Fill up the whole of your space. So maybe I'm going to have dots going around here. And then maybe we're going to have some lines coming out just to divide the shapes up a little bit. I like using the white because it stands out so much. And then maybe I'm going to have one coming in here. And then that way you've got two different spaces. So maybe you're going to have one with lines just going across. Or maybe you're going to have one with lines with the cross hatching that we talked about. So it's lines going one way. And then think about a big tic-tac-toe board. It's going to go the other way as well. So you don't have to colour anything in or big areas in. You're going to use the different sorts of lines, different dots to cover those spaces. And basically you're going to cover all this so that the whole thing is covered. There should be nothing that's left plain. So it should look something a little bit like this one that I did at the beginning. So play around, think about the different marks you can use your earth colours, cover the whole thing. Maybe even add in some thicker lines around things.